Hey everyone, welcome. My name is Dave Gandarillas. I have a YouTube channel. I share my opportunities, I share some of my knowledge, and most recently I'm focusing a lot on cryptocurrency. So I want to kind of share some information today with you regarding those. This video will not have a giveaway. I normally do one a day, and I try to wait close to a 24-hour period since my last one to give everyone a chance to comment. So if you're watching this video, go back and search for the video that I did last night or early this morning that has a title in there that says there's a giveaway. And watch the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and like it and share it. Please promote this channel. I'm trying to get my subscriber base up to 1,000 as the first goal, and then we'll figure out what the next goal will be after that. But I'm trying to inspire you guys to get started on your journeys to create freedom of either financial or time. And you need to do that by building a skill set. You need to do that by learning what you need to learn to either market online, to build a team so you can really exponentially grow your commissions, or you can take the control in your own hands and do trading and such. And I have opportunities in my portfolio right here that will allow you to do both. Here you can get access to a cryptocurrency. Here you can get access to Forex trading and crypto trading. Here you can get access to the advertising platform where you can earn money by buying the ad packs. Every time you buy 50 bucks, you make 10 bucks. Also, they have a Futuro coin now where you can actually mine. I put a video out earlier today showing how you would access the Futuro network back office through FutureNet. And from there, you could buy mining packages for this coin. I've done videos to share with you like the possible returns you can see on this, how many coins you'll approximately get per day, per minute, per year, and per 2 year. Each contract is 2 years long. Here I show how you can use the leads to build your business. This is a cryptocurrency community-based social media network. It's also going to have some additional products coming out that I really can't talk about yet, but you should really consider getting started with this, and there'll be some good things coming out related to cryptos. And this is a mining platform where you can buy mining contracts and mine passively. Also here, another set of mining contracts that you can buy and mine. This is a marketing platform that you can generate sales pages, capture pages. There's an autoresponder built into it. There's a link rotator to give your team the opportunity to grow as you become a leader and you advertise these links out there for your team. You're giving your team an option to grow their referral base if they don't have that capability yet. If they haven't grown with the skill sets and they haven't figured out how to do that yet, you can assist them by creating a link rotator like I do for each one of my opportunities. So if you join my team and you get involved with one of these opportunities, be sure to reach out to me and send me your link so I can add you to the link rotator for that opportunity. And I promote them out there on social media. I promote them on different websites. And you might have a chance to get a new team member from the efforts that I'm doing to help build my teams. And then this is just my blog. You can check it out. So that was very quick. If you look on my channel, you'll see videos specific for each one of these. Also, if you come to this page, the link will be in the video description. You can take a look at what I write, and then make sure you watch the videos that are linked to these, embedded in this page here, because they go over a lot more details, and there's no way that I can explain all of this every time I make a video, or the videos will be 2-3 hours long. So I'm already I haven't been able to manage to get it lower than an hour per video. And so just come here, take a look at this at your convenience, see which ones are interesting to you. Make sure you take a look at these videos. A lot of the answers to your questions may be in these videos, so instead of asking me the question again, make sure you watch that video first, and then come and ask me the questions. All right, so again, just to recap, I am on social media. If you send me a friend request, or if you're a friend with me, you always can get to my portfolio by clicking on my banner here and then following this link right here. It'll take you to this portfolio that I just talked to you about. Also, if you like the format of this portfolio, you could join. It's $10 a month. They give you 1 week free. and you can configure this. It's very simple. In one of my other videos, I showed you the back office on how you type stuff in. It's all just typing. There's no programming involved. All right, so it's very simple. Only $10 a month, and you're going to earn a lot more than that by presenting yourself professionally to others, show others that you're serious about your business, and making it easy for them to come and see everything you're into in one place. Instead of sending them 15,000 different text messages and Facebook posts and all that stuff, you send them one link, and then they could come and they can look at everything you're doing. Now, if you're first starting, you're only going to have one, maybe two opportunities that you're involved in, and you shouldn't try to get more than one at a time until you're successfully earning income in the one. So start with one, find a way to get yourself to the point where you're making positive income, cash flow, and then decide to increase and branch out to another opportunity. And what you want to do is you want to use the income that you're generating from that one to put yourself into another one. So you always want to put your money back to work with you, create the leverage, minimize how much out-of-pocket money you're putting into these, get started, and work on your skill set to earn the money so that the money you're earning could be put back to work for you to earn even more. So with that in mind, that's enough about these things. I want to talk about a couple altcoins that I have, and you may or may not be aware of them, but I wanted to show you some technical analysis that you can do. Let me just get rid of this stuff. I was just kind of doing this a little earlier today to see what's going on here and what possible targets there could be. All right, so the first one is Stellar Lumens. You could see from 17, it's flatline. This is actually where I got in on it, and it shot up. I stayed the course, and then it came back down, and boom, shot up again. Now it's staying the course, coming back down a little bit. But I want to show you a couple key things. So maybe we'll just worry about the most recent instead of back here and just show you what's possible. So some of the tools, basically you're going to use a Fibonacci retracement and also extension tool to kind of decide for yourself where you got in, what's a good entering opportunity, and when if you want to get out, what you should target for some sell targets. And what you want to do is, if you use the extension tool, you want to pick the bottom. So I'm just going to use this magnet tool to keep it simple. I'm going to pick what looks like to be the bottom. This is in the noise already since it's moved so much. But I'm going to pick this point right here. Now what you do is you go up to the maximum. So you're going to use the magnet tool. It clicks on there. And now you want to pick the lowest retracement point that you've seen so far since it's been retracing. So you want to pick something like that right there. Okay, so now what this does, actually, all right, two things. Let me get rid of this extension tool. Let me just do Fibonacci with you first. So Fibonacci retracement is based on Fibonacci numbers, and what you do is you pick the low to the high, and now there's very specific numbers that are very common for retracements. So 38.2 is a big one, and 68.1 and 78.6. Those are all possible retracements. Now you can see that it's been bouncing around the 38.2. So realistically, that's the retracement, and now it's getting ready to move back up. So so now, if any time it would hit this number down here around 38, that would be a great entry point for the next wave up that's going to happen. So what this basically is confirming is Elliot Wave 1. And let me get through the retracement, and then I'll show you the Elliot Wave portion of this where you can really show the targets. So basically, the retracement's down to 38, so now anywhere around this area here is a good buy. And you could stack, buy partials all the way down. You should never always buy everything at one time. And you should be setting yourself up for the next impulse up. So what this basically really created is the first leg of an Elliot wave. So that's the first leg. And it's found a resistance, and it's been bouncing off of here. So most likely this is the wave 2 start here. Now, for now, I'm just going to click here because I'm not going to show you the rest yet, because I'm going to use the extension tool to show you how you can figure those out. So right now, you know, you should be positioning yourself to buy something and wait for this next move that's going to end. You know, this is wave 1, this is wave 2, this is wave 3. So wave 3 is going to end, you know, somewhere up here. Right? But how do you know where that is, or how do you take a high probability estimate of where that could be? Well, what you would use is extension tool, the Fibonacci extension tool. So you pick the Fibonacci extension tool, and you kind of do the same thing. You pick the low to the high, right? Let me just snap it to the right number here. So I do want to kind of be consistent here. And now what you do is you go back down here to this retracement level. So right now, you know, we are retracing it here. And what I'm going to do is, just to clean this up a little bit, I'm going to move this pickoff point over here so it's kind of out of the way, but still in the... All you need to do is, you see that flat line? You got to make sure you pick the top with that flat line. So this is still representative of this. It's just making space for you to do other things here. So with a extension tool, there's typically 2 targets that you could target. And ironically, I picked one without even knowing. The first one is the 100% retracement. So basically, you know, it's basically saying that this length is going to be equal to this length. So, you know, the length of this is going to equal to this. Wave 1 is going to be equal to wave 3. And you pick the, you know, you can pick as a conservative target for wave 3, you would pick the 100%. So right now, that is exactly, ironically, where I put it. Now, I mean, normally, you know, you'd have to tweak it to go there. And then, like, the thing that's kind of up in the air is you don't know how fast it's going to get there and how long it's going to take. So that's kind of, you know, it's kind of, you're going to have to tweak it as you start seeing it move. You could start getting a better gauge on how this is going to play out. But really, a conservative estimate is here for the wave 3, you know, finishing. Then you go back to your Fibonacci tool. So let me just move this now over to here. To get it out of our way. All right. So wave 1 already happened. We're basically finishing wave 2. Now we want to see, okay, so for example, if you're looking to sell, your next target to sell would be the ending of wave 3, right? Because you could sell here and then you could buy in again on. So if you're getting in here, if you're a trader and you're not a truly like a long term holder, your next target to sell should be somewhere around this, which is, you know, 0.001, which is 5 times, right? 0.004. It's about a little bit over 100%. So it's a little bit 2x. So by, you know, you could sell at this level and make 2x your money. So you buy in here and you sell here and you make a little bit more than 2x of what you purchased in lumens. The next step is to use again the Fibonacci Retracement tool. So now you would start at the bottom again of here, and you would go to where that anticipated ending of wave 3 is, and you would pick that. And the idea is, if this was a minimal retracement, the next one could be retracing a little deeper. So that's one of the things. So if this is a short retracement, this could be a deeper retracement. If this was a deep retracement, this is a shorter retracement. So chances are this is probably going to retreat a little bit more than 38.2, because this one did 38.2. So let's see. I'm getting old. Let me get rid of some of these old ones, and we'll just work on the current wave, because I'm getting a little bit disoriented on what the Fibonacci's are. So right here, you would pick somewhere over here, a 618. And that's a very important number. It's very popular. It's called the golden range. And a lot of people start defending this retracement. Once it gets around this end, a lot of people are going to be putting in orders to buy. So anywhere around this number is another good reentry. So if you sold here, you would wait for it to come down. And I mean, I guess there's a chance it could bounce off 3 if something major happens, and then, but most likely it's going to come back down to 61.8. And so here would be another good entry for another trade. Or if you're down here and you're already in and you're holding it long term, you just kind of sit tight. Now, one of the other requirements is this retracement down to be a valid Elliot Wave 2 wave right here. Oh, 3, I'm sorry. To be a valid wave 3 to 4, it has to be the retracement has to stop before it hits this mark. If there's a wick a little bit lower, that's okay, but it cannot go, like, you cannot have this. If you have this, this is not a valid end for wave 3 yet. It has to stay above the end of wave 1. So ironically, it kind of falls right into place that somewhere around the 61.8, if this holds out the way I have it drawn, it should stop somewhere around here and then start taking off again. How do you figure out where this is going to go? Well, you use the extension tool again. So we locked in this place with this Fibonacci retracement graph. I'm going to get rid of this, so again, it's clear. So our next step is to figure out where do we think this can go. And this is just a random spot that I'm putting it. So if it happens to be the spot, that's just random. But what you use is the extension tool again. So you would go and you pick the extension tool. And again, you would pick here. I mean, I'm in the noise here, but I really do want to make sure I pick the right ones. So this was already locked in place. This was already locked in place. So now what we see is where the next level could be for the ending of wave 5. And it could be here, which I'm not really actually too far off again. So this is 1.0. This is 100%. So this could be the end. Now, it all depends how long it takes to get there. Again, that's going to be something that we're going to have to see as time goes on. But maybe you follow the slopes of the last, couple, and you kind of keep it like that. I mean, it could, like I said, it could happen like this, right? As long as it's, going up, it can go up fast and go up slow, whatever it may be. But most likely, so this is conservative. There's people that talk about these levels as well. But if you want to be conservative on your trades and you want to put a guarantee on how things are happening, this is where you would probably target the ending of wave 5. And then that is the completion of the entire wave. So when that happens, watch this. This whole 5-wave situation turns into a new 5-wave start. This is the leg 1 of another Elliott wave. And then you're going to have something like this, boom, boom, boom. So you see how it's fractal in nature? If you zoom in further here, you'll see that there's multiple 5-wave, Elliott wave things happening down here as well. Well, let's not complicate that. Let's get rid of this big one. But basically, this is the end right here. And then there could be a consolidation range or whatever. And then ideally, the pattern doesn't change to a downward slope, and you hope another one's going to happen. But if you're targeting, this is 12, 0.0012, and we're at 0.004. So that's what? That's 3 times your money if you got in somewhere around here and you played it out to the end of wave 5 and sold here, you would make about 3 times your money. So then now, okay, so remember, let me get rid of this because now we locked in number 5. This is locked in space. We're hoping that this is how it plays out. Now, if you want to know if you missed this or if you sold here and now you want to decide when an appropriate possible time to get in for the next retracement level and the next wave up, you would, where are we here? You would use the Fibonacci retracement. But the difference is, instead of taking it from here to wave 1, from here to wave 2, and then from here to wave 5, if you've acknowledged that this is the 5 wave and this is the end, you don't do it from here to here. You do it from all the way in the bottom to all the way in the top. Right? So now you're seeing this retracement. Let's see if I can me make this a little bigger so you can see it. So now on wave 5, you know, there's different levels of retracement that can happen. It can go down. It can go down to 2.3. It can go down to 3.8. It can go down to 6.8. You know, there's all different levels that you're going to have to watch to decide when to get back in. Now, again, this is the golden number, and you can see the retracement. You know, you got to take it from the bottom to the top on the 5th level, at the end of 5. You don't just take it from 4 to 5. You take it from 0 to 5. Because if you took it from 4 to 5, look at the difference. This is wrong, by the way. Don't do this. So you would be trying to buy in at the golden. You would think that the golden range is right here, whereas it's all the way down here. So you'd be buying in here, and then you'd be getting scared because it went down further and further. Really, this is the range right here. You know, this right here is really the range that you should be looking at to get back in, and it might bounce off of here. You know, somewhere between here and here is where you should be building another position for the next push higher. All right, so just wanted to kind of show you this to give you an idea, like when you hear these price targets of where things can go, this is how they're doing it. They're using Fibonacci retracement, they're using Fibonacci extensions, and you know, no matter what the media is, Fibonacci occurs so much in nature, in the fractal nature of all of it. Of these waves. Elliot waves are also based on Fibonacci, and you'll see. I mean, I'm going to leave this on here, and let's see how close this plays out. And basically, what I'm seeing here, it's about a 3-month, you know, a month and a half for the little legs, and about 3 months for these long legs. So from here to here, you know, maybe this gets a little bit further like that, and then maybe there's 2 months here, and then this is again another, you know, 3 months. So with that in mind, that this is May, you know, June, July, August, September, November. So this is towards the end of the year. So by the end of the year, you know, if you got in right now, you could probably do a 3x position on lumens. And that's assuming it continues in the positive way. And the confirmation is going to be is that this is going to break out above 1. Once it breaks out above the end of the first, that's confirmation that wave 1 is done, the retracement's done, and now we're moving into wave 3. So really, what you'd want to do is you'd want to wait. You'd want to wait for it to break out above this price, the all-time high right now, right? And so that it's gonna go up, then it's gonna probably check it, and then it's gonna bounce. Once it goes up, checks it, and bounces, then you know you are fully involved with the third wave. Now, some other things you'd want to look for is trend lines. Those are resistance lines, right? So if we were to draw some trend lines, you know, somewhere down here to here, you know, you could follow this up and see if it's continuing with the trend line. And you probably have to go into a little closer time frame to really do the right analysis on this trend line. And of course, this line is way too wide now. You know, you got to pick a couple points that it's representing and you know, representing and keeping, like, you know, it's a floor. So you want to make sure there's a floor there. And then the other thing you could do is you can replicate this on the top end and find some points that are being hit on the top end. And your goal is to hopefully see this stay within that channel on its way up. And every time it's bouncing off this trend line, it's actually probably a good entry point for a trade. And the way it's playing out, you know, it's probably going to be something like that for the ending of wave 3. So that's my, I'm going to actually stop it on just this one to keep the video a little shorter than normal, so you guys don't get crazy here. Plus, I could do another video on the other one. So this video was dedicated to Stellar Lumens. I'm a long-term holder. I don't plan on selling anytime soon. But, you know, I'm down here. This is where I got in, so I didn't even bother trying to add to my position at this point. I haven't sold anything since here, so I'm just kind of going to hold tight. Maybe once it gets up to 3, maybe I'll decide to take back my principal that I put in and let the profits ride, or maybe I'll just decide to keep it all. But if I take out my principal, you know, and then it comes down here, maybe I could put it back to work for me again. Or maybe I take out 50% of my holdings, because we know, you know, if Elliot Wave is going to hold true, we know we're not done yet. And we know there's going to be some type of retracement here. So I don't suggest you sell out your whole position, but there's nothing wrong with taking a 50% off the table, waiting for this to fall back down to 61.8 or the 65 golden area, and then repurchase it, and then use that, you know, extra 50% position to, I mean, right here you would have just lost value of your 50%. I mean, you have your 50% in here that's long-term hold, and now you're using another 50% to do the optimizing of the trade. So, you know, you're minimizing, you're giving it back to them by cashing out. And then once it hits this area, anywhere below where you sold, ironic, I mean, you know, you made money because you didn't lose the value as it came back down. So anywhere down here, if you buy back in, you saved yourself money. Plus now you could buy more coins for the same price. And now you could decide if you want to sell everything at 5, or maybe you do the same thing, take out another 50% of the overall position, and then you let the other 50% go. So anyway, I hope you got some value from this. Again, the giveaway is going to be done tonight for last night's video. So I would still like you to subscribe to my channel, like this video, share it, you know, comment, let me know what your thoughts are. I know I saw some other coins in the comments, so maybe I'll take a look at those comments, and maybe I'll put out another video on my thoughts on the other one based on this. And I want to make sure you guys are aware, I am not telling you to make trades. This is my opinion. This is my technical analysis. It may not be perfect. I'm always learning. So if you guys see something that I did obviously wrong here and you guys are experts, please comment, let me know what I should have done. You know, again, I don't say that I'm an expert here. I'm just maybe helping those that don't know anything to learn something about Fibonacci retracements, Fibonacci extensions, and Elliot waves. I want to make sure I'm clear that it's up to you to decide when to buy and when to sell. These are my opinions, and it's based on technical analysis, so it's not a guess. But, you know, I don't want to be the one to say that you should buy in. And this is not, the purpose of this video is not for signals and entry points and stop losses and all that stuff. This is just to kind of show you the technical analysis that you can do to kind of get a rough idea of where things can go, right? I mean, if you truly believe in Elliot waves, and, you know, once the Elliot wave is done here, this becomes the first leg of another Elliot wave. What I was telling you earlier. Actually, let me do it with the right thing. This whole five wave Elliot wave is wave 1 of a larger Elliot wave, right? And you're gonna have the retracement of that, you know, wherever that may be, and then you're gonna have that, and then boom, and then boom. So you can see how it's fractal in nature. It's actually not even letting me zoom. I got to go out further. You know, so you know, this 5 wave is the first wave of a bigger wave, right? So let me just move this out. Just keep that in mind. And if you really wanted to, real quick, I'll do this since we're going to end it on this video. But if you really wanted to see where wave 2 of the bigger one could be, you know, you go down to the bottom again, and then you go to the top, and then you know, you probably could pick 6-8 as the first one, right? So that locks that in. And then what you do is you do an extension, Now you do the extension. You repeat the same process that you did on the small one on the larger one. So where are we here? Here, and then down to here. And so that's saying that wave 3 could be somewhere over here at the 1.0 mark. Now I'm conservative. There's a lot of people that suggest that 168 could happen. I mean, 1.618 could happen. So my target of 3x in this year is a conservative one because I'm only going to 100% retracement. Some people say that there's extensions that, wave 3 can actually be up here. Same thing for the ones I did earlier. Some people say that it can go higher. So I'm being very conservative on this range here for 18. At a minimum, you can do a 3x on your money. Chances are it's going to be better than that. But again, this is my opinion. All right, so once you lock in number 3, the next step you do, let me just get rid of this again to keep things clean. To figure out where wave 4 could retrace to, you use the Fibonacci Retracement tool. You go from here to here. And now if 2 went down to 618, chances are this is going to be a shallow retracement, right? So if this wave was deep, the next one's shallow. If this one's shallow, the next one's deep. So I'm making the assumption that it's deep. We don't know. We'll see how this plays out when the time comes. This is just a guess right now, right? This is just a guess of where things can go. So we assume that it's a shallow, so we'll end it at 38.2. All right, so then that locks in number 4 of this larger wave. Now finally, you do the retracement of this. The extension. So what you do is you go from 2 to 3, back down to 4. And then you pick, then again, like I said, I'm very conservative, so I only go with the 1s. So that could be the end of that second wave. But just realize within these ranges right here, there's a bunch of 5 waves that are going to happen, or 3 waves, ABCs. So a lot of stuff is going to happen. It's not going to just be straight up, down, straight up, down, straight up, down. You're going to start seeing these moves just like we did in this first leg, and we're not even through this minimal one, right? This will take us through the end of 18. And this bigger one, it could be 2 years out. 2 years out, we're talking about 0.002. So what is it now? 0.0004. So let's do that math. So let's do 0.00025664. That's what it's saying for this right here. Now you divide that by where we are now, which is 0.004. 0.0004. Oh, wait. Actually, what I should do is this right here, which is, right? Yeah. 0089. Hold on, guys. All right, guys. Sorry about that. I had to use the men's room. I've been making sure I get myself hydrated, so I've been drinking a lot of water. All right. So I did something wrong here. Let me do the math again. So basically, the target for this is 0.00025664, and we're currently trading at 0.00004489. All right, so basically, within the next 2 years, I would say you can make 5 times your money on this. And this is conservative. Again, like I said, I picked the 1.0 numbers for the extensions. Some people pick the 616. So realistically, this could happen this year. If we went back and we did the 616 number option, we could probably see a 5 times number for 18. based on Elliot Wave and Fibonacci and all that kind of stuff. So, all right, that's it, guys. It's 35 minutes. This is just a video that I wanted to put out to kind of talk about. It kind of helps me because it's one that I have anyway, and it's good for me to do this analysis to kind of see where things can go. And of course, we're in the infancy of this whole thing I just talked about. But the key is to, if you're a long-term holder, to understand, the right times to get out of partial positions, and maybe at wave 5. Look at this big retracement. You sell 50% of your position at the end of wave 5, and you put that 50% back in here, right? I mean, you're basically putting in it, you can get double the coin. So if you sold here and you sold, say, 1,000 coins, by just waiting for this to retrace, you can buy back in for 2,000 coins. So now you're even leveraging your money even more, right? All right, guys, I'll put another video out tonight with the giveaway. I look forward to having you guys subscribe to my channel. I'll continue doing this. Again, like I said, I'm not an expert. I am not saying that I'm the expert on this, but I'm just giving back what I know, what I'm learning. And if I determine I'm doing something wrong, I'll certainly clarify with you guys. But again, look, just to make sure, you got to always make sure that 5 and 4, the new one and the retracement of the other one has to be equal, like at least equal to. There could be a wick that goes down, but you can't have this down here. You got to make sure it's always above that last one, or it's not a legitimate end of wave. I mean retracement, or this wave wasn't finished yet. If you're drawing it out and it falls below here, this next wave, this wave 3, was not finished. So you have to wait a little longer for it to do what it's supposed to do, where it retraces above the end of this last one, and then you call it the end of wave 3. All right, that's it. I'm calling it. Have a great day. Get ready for the new week. Continue pushing forward, improving your skill set, learning something new every day, and getting along the way to your financial freedom, time freedom, whatever your goals are. Reach out to me, connect with me on Facebook. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share my YouTube channel. Look at the video description for all the social media platforms I'm on. I look forward to having you follow me on them and send me a friend request. And I do really wish the best for all you guys. So take care until the next video.